All right, it's Thursday morning, January 30th, 2020. This is what the beginning of 2020 looks like for me. Just to recap what I did yesterday and just give you my thoughts and feelings before I go into work about how I perceived the interview. So yep, that was my second interview for a sales position that I'm looking to be hired in. So it was about a 45-minute Zoom call. Try and switch this up a little bit, see if I can go over here. So yeah, it was a 45-minute Zoom call, and what's interesting is I don't know, maybe you're like this too, but I put a lot of work into doing that, and then I go through the process of like facing this fear of showing up and going through the interview, and then afterwards my mind tells me, you suck, that was horrible, you failed, you didn't do it as well as you could have done it, you made mistakes, it should have been better. So those are the thoughts that have been circling my mind since the interview, and that's why I'm making this video. And then what comes with that is just kind of a shitty feeling of just like, God damn it, it's like, ugh. And so I have to be aware of that, and then I gotta go to something else, otherwise it's just gonna keep me in that place of negativity, whether it's negative thoughts or negative feelings. So it's like first identifying like that's truly what I'm thinking and truly what I'm feeling in this moment, but it doesn't mean that that's true. So then I try to like zoom out, outside of my mind, even outside of my body. And I know that sounds weird, but it's like, let's recontextualize this. Let's look over this from outside in, like the totality of it. And I could just kind of go through a checklist. Did I enjoy talking to the gentleman who interviewed me? Yes. Did I have good rapport with him? Yes. Was I honest? Yes. Was I genuine? Yes. Did I feel like we connected? Yes. Do I feel like he's interested in me in terms of I could help him in his business? Yes. Do I feel like he sees a future where I come in and I help him grow? Yes. And that's the reality. Like, that's what underneath the negativity, the positive side of this equation is there. It's just underneath all this crap I've been carrying around my whole life. And the reality is I've never, well, let's just start with this. I haven't been on this type of an interview in over 14 years, which is like a legit job interview, because I've just been doing my own thing, making my own businesses or business ideas, projects, and making them come to fruition. And I haven't considered really working for somebody else until, the end of 2019. So this is a thing I haven't done in a really long time, the interview process. And then two, I haven't memorized or had to memorize something in years. I couldn't tell you how long that's been. I know I'm not that great at it, but I can do it because I put in the work to do it. But the overall scenario and situation is completely foreign and completely new in many ways, which is the interview, being tested on my memory, and then having to do something which I'm looking into and investing my time and energy into, which is sales. Why? Because I'm fully committed and I'm really interested at becoming good at hard sales, and I'm new. I'm a beginner. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. So anyway, that video ended. What I was saying was I've never done hard sales. So I also, in that interview, had to do something I'm not good at yet. Can I be good at it? Absolutely. Will I be good at it? Absolutely. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. There's nothing that's going to deter me from doing this. Like, I want to get good at hard sales. I want to have a greater impact. I want to help more people. I want to personally grow and help others grow as well. And the sales aspect is where I'm starting from. So yes, I did a lot of things yesterday in that interview that were new, foreign, uncomfortable, things I've never done before. But that's part of the deal. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because these are things I haven't done yet. And I want to get good at doing these things. I want to get comfortable. I want to be able to do these things in a manner in which I'm fully grounded, where I'm speaking from a place of being solid, without, having these doubts in my mind, or these fears, or these thoughts of like, oh, I'm gonna mess this up, oh, I'm gonna make mistakes. Because that's what I did before I got on the phone, and then guess what happened? I made mistakes. I was afraid of making mistakes, and then I watched a little bit of the playback because I recorded me, not the other individual in the interview, but I recorded me going through the interview process, and the things that I did, or that I saw I did, were things I was already worrying about. And it's like I committed to doing those things before I even got on the phone, which is ridiculous. Why would I commit to doing these things? I should have just gone all in, and in ways I went all in, but I also know there was a couple reservations. Like, I made a decision, like, yeah, I should just look down instead of looking at him, and that's the most ridiculous thing, but I did it because I was afraid, and I had a preconceived idea going into it that I would have a fear if I look at the screen, because if I see things move, that's where I get off track and I forget what I memorized. And it's like I made a decision before I got on the phone to do that, and that's exactly what I did. So anyway, I got to get in work. That's like what's going through my mind is, oh man, I got to get to work, and then it's kind of interfering with me sharing my experience with starting over here, and getting into the sales world and the business world, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to improve my sales, become a salesman, not to rip people off, not to BS people, not to take people's money, but to truly help people. And I want to learn the inner workings of business, and I want to improve my own personal inner workings in my mind. I feel like I've really improved all my relationships in my life. I feel like I've been able to improve my health. That's why I studied the craft of personal training for 15 years. I've helped tons of people transform their lives when it comes to health. I've helped people in terms of building better relationships, healthy relationships. Now I want to learn how to have a healthy business. So it's all health related. Healthy human, healthy relationships with other humans, and having a healthy business to where I can build these types of healthy relationships and have more positive effects on the world, or impact in the world. So I got to get into work. There's more I want to talk about in regards to those three things, but this is just me trying to document the things that I'm going through on a daily basis, or at least every couple days, and these are going to be up on YouTube. I might even start another Instagram page. I don't know what to call what I'm doing. It's just, I'm starting over. This is a transition. I'm starting from the bottom again. So I got to get in there, otherwise I'm going to be late. All right, peace. Stay tuned for the next video. Adios.